Hi there, hope you're doing good. So here I am with another Google Sheet workflow automation. And in this automation, we are going to process some sheets by cleaning up, reformatting, arranging the columns, making the header same, and then listing the columns so that we can have the zip codes and states from those details, uh, specifically from the address column, and then selecting the zips to segregate or filter out the required fields only. In between, we are going to add some more data from outsource, like a new data that need to be jumped in or plugged in into another tab, which could be at the bottom, like from medical specs to pain clinics or anything else. So we are going to go step by step. First of all, this video will only be visible to you. Once you are satisfied with it, then we can have it finalized, obviously. So all the data shown in the video demo is only for you, and no one else can see this. All right, let's get started. So first of all, as you know that all of your tabs have different data. So you can see this is the final header sequence and the header name, which we need at the bottom and for all the tabs. So the first one is business name, then the URL, then the owner first name, last name, mobile number, personal email, and so forth and so on. And I've added another column comments, which I can see some comments which you made in here. So I made the change in the column. So I gave it a name comments and place the comment column on the right so that you can add more column to it. So far we in the data we have up to business phone, but we can also add three more columns which you will be filling in obviously. So let's get started. So as you can see at the top, you can see a custom menu added. And in this menu, there are sub menus and main menus. So for the first one, data preparation, you can see all the run all the operations which are at the bottom. So list all the sheets names. You will know shortly. So we are going to list all the names which we need to process because we also have a controls tab which we don't want to process because we don't have any data in the controls tab, but the categories are there. So we need to list the sheet. Then we need to verify the headers across all the sheets. And if there are any changes required, the system will let you know. Then remove the empty rows. Then extract the state or zip so that we can use in the filter. And then later on, find the duplicates and sort columns within the sheets itself. And then later on, we are going to go with the upload the file so that we can process as a business report and pull it into the or pump it into the required sheet and then filter the selected fields by the zips, which is the last step. So let's get started with the first step. So I'll run this manually one by one, then so that I can show you exactly. And then if I'll find anything which need to be modified or adjusted, I'll note it down and do it in the next demo. So list sheet names. So I'll click on this. But once you will be running this for the first time, it's going to ask you for the authorization, which you can see at the. So this is a Google standard operating procedure, and it will ask you through which account you want to make the changes in this sheet. So what I'm going to do, if you can see my screen, I'll select the email address which I want to use and make the changes in this sheet. And then I'll click on the advanced. Then I'll scroll down to the left bottom, medical workflow. This is the medical workflow. By the way, we can always change the name of this. If you have any organization name, we can always make the change in that. Then scroll down to the right bottom and click allow. Based on the internet speed, obviously, it's going to work. Okay, so this uh, has created a list of all the tabs. And I have also added a column excluded tabs, so which is control tab, which is this one. I want to process all these medical specs, chiropractors, dermatologists to pain clinics, but I don't want to process this control because this is my other sheet, which I don't want to, like, I don't have any data on this. So this is the list of the tabs. This is done. Then the next step is verify the headers across the sheet. So what it's going to do, let's click on it and let's see what happens. So if I'll try to check the headers, what it's going to do, the system is going to take all the names from this tab and it's going to make the changes in it. And it's going to find, okay, please make the header same for the following tabs to proceed. So it's asking you, okay, in the second step, you have checked the headers and all medical taxes specs, all tax pain clinics, sorry, taxes, and there are some changes in these tabs. So you can see this one has one unfit header. The all Texas pain clinic has two unfit headers, which I made intentionally. So let's go to this one first. All Texas medical specs. Okay, so if I'll go to there, here you can see the column will get the column header will get highlighted as red so that you can point out, okay, so this is not the correct one. So what you can do, I have given another control. If you will jump on it, you will see the what could be the correct name for this column. So these are column names are coming in from the control tab, first row. So you can click on business name. That's it. That's fixed. Then let's go to the other one, which is the Texas Pain Clinic. So if I'll go in here you can see there are two columns which need a fix. So I'll click on it. I'll give it a name, business name, and this should be the email, personal email or business email. I think business email is this one. So this is the personal email. So now the change is made. I can come back and check the headers again. So if the headers are matching now with the control headers which we gave in the first row, everything will get green and you will see the chart working fine. So these got green automatically. And here you can see no header mismatches are found and you are good to go for the third step. Okay, so for the third step, remove the empty rows. So this is an extra thing because I can see there are a lot of data in here and you are going to pull in more and more rows. So we don't want to leave so many empty rows. So I have given it a cushion of 100 rows. So I can simply click on it and remove the any extra empty rows are there, more than 100 rows in each tab, just delete those. So it's going to check all of the entries, all the tabs, clean up, zero deleted because everything is fine. So what I'm going to do, let me add few empty rows at the bottom for this one. And then I'll run the SAM setup so that you can see. So the system is going to go in all the tabs which are named in here. And it's going to check for any extra empty rows are available. Okay, so it has deleted 24 empty rows on this tab which I just added. So this is also done. Now we can go to the next tab, which is the extract zip codes. Um, okay, so to do that, let me delete these manually just to show you. Okay, so there is another thing I should add in the starting. So you can see there are two colors. One is these headers, which is your color. You can always change the color, doesn't matter. The other one is green, gray, or yellow. So the grays are headers or formulas, so you don't need to touch those. Whereas the yellow ones are the ones which you need to make changes in, which I'll show you shortly. So like this one, which I added the name of this control tab in here. So this is manual input. Then in the next tab, we are going to select the tabs where we want to pump in the data from from the CSV or from Excel. And then this is the state which I want to select, and these are all the zip codes which will be giving in the formations. You will see the shortly. So let's go to the let's continue the next step. So I'm going to extract state and zip for all the tabs. So what it's going to do, again, the system is going to go in these tabs and go in each and every address and find the available state name as well as the zip code first three digits. And you can see all of these are jumped in here and and those are being sorted by number as well. So these are all the first three digits available if there are any. And the against the state name which is available in the address at the end, which we discussed that should be the format. And you said okay, the format, you are very much confident on the address format. So these are all the right most things, the state and the zip codes. So now we have the listing of that. Let's see what is the next step. We can find the duplicate and sort column. So now what we are going to do in this step, as you can see, address column is after the business phone, whereas on the defined address or on the defined setup control tab, row one, address should be before the business phone. Business phone column should be on the right side. Let's make a quick change maybe in any of the columns. So if I'll take this personal email and paste it in here and clear this column. So uh, again, let's make this one as well. And I'll delete this one. Okay, so now I have made some changes in the column. So the source data is up till column R. After R, there will be different things. So you can continue up to column R. So what I've done, I've made some shifting in the columns and the system should arrange all the columns and the names which were initially done in the first step. Now the system is going to set up the column sequence. So I'm going to click on this, find duplicate and sort columns. So this is going to do two things. The system is again going to go in the all of these tabs names and find if there are any duplicates available in the column, in the rows, or if the column shifting is needed. So you can see no duplicates find, click OK. And now if I'll go back to the alt access, you can see the address is before the phone number now. All right. And let's go to the, I think, optometrist we made the change in. Nope. Plastic surgery. Yeah, we made the change in these two columns. As you can see, these two columns were here, but now the sequence is correct. Address and phone number and the owner only and the email address are being sorted out automatically. So the column sorting is done and if there are any duplicates. So let's check for the duplicates. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make the change, another duplicate thing right at the bottom. So now we have a duplicate on the plastic surgery tab and I'm going to run the setup again and let's see what happens. So currently here there are 773 rows whereas there should be 772 because one is duplicate. So let's find the duplicate. And the system will also alert you that there is a duplicate which got deleted. You can see, okay, so okay, it mentioned at the bottom, but not in this one. So I'll make sure that it's showing the other one as well. All right, so adjustment has been made. So this condition was applied that if the column header is already matching, no need to do anything, but I have added the functionality that if even if the headers are matching, check for the duplicates. So let's try one more time. So now we have 773 rows and there should be, yeah, it found a duplicate and that should get removed as well. Okay, done. So what I've done also another thing that if I want to process only the plastic surgery tab and I don't want any of the tab process, which we are going to use it shortly. So let me make this back again in here. So I'll remove all of these names in here. So I want to process all of these. So let me make a quick change in between and do another test. So let's make another test at this one. So now there should be 3014 rows and in the optometrist, let's make a copy so that it's also working 919 and there should be another at the bottom of this one. So 517, 919 and 3015. So let's test one more time. Find duplicate columns and sorry, duplicate rows and matching columns. So it should remove one from this one, which you will see in here. You can see this row got empty, which was the duplicate of the above one. Optometrist, there should be another duplicate get deleted on this tab. Done. And the process got completed. 3 duplicates were found. So yeah, we made 3 duplicates. So I'm going to make all these duplicates one more time. All right. So now what it's going to do, now what we are going to do, we are going to make some shifting of the column as well. So what actually I'm going to show you in here, you don't need to go step by step in one by one. You can simply click or run all the process in the preparation steps. So let me do just a quick for this one. Let me shift this column in here and delete this one here. So column shifted, we don't want to change the name because this is a separate thing. It's not going to match shift the column. So we cannot go to this step if the verify header is not done. So it will notify you. Let me do a quick test for that as well. Maybe let's call it address one. Okay, so now I'm going to run the setup. You can run the setup from anywhere in the tab and anywhere in the file. So you don't need to jump in back into the controls tab so to run it. You can simply run it from anywhere. So if I'll run it from anywhere, let's see what happens. Sheet names listed. You can see it popped me up that please make the header same for the following to proceed accordingly. So on this all medical taxes packs header mismatch is there. So what happened actually? It stopped in this tab in this tab. Okay, so it stopped in this header in this row, and it will not go down to the other options. Please check for the header rows. Yes, okay. All right, so you need to make this first fix, and then we can run the setup again. So I'll go to the medical stats, and I'll click on this drop down and see which one is the correct name for this one. So it's address done, and now I'll run the setup again, the complete setup. So it checked and verified that the header is okay now. Now it's going to do the other things. Deleting the extra rows, shifting the columns. Let's see. Once it's completed, it should give you a pop-up that the process has been completed. Meanwhile, you can always hover on any of the tab, no issues about that. So you can see the column has been shifted. The address column has been shifted from here to here. Okay, so the process has completed. Remove 3 duplicates again. Yeah, there were some duplicates as well. We left in the bottom. And the system duplicated. So all of the operations done in one click if the headers are matching. The only criteria here is to match the headers. If any of these are not happening in here, it will give you a pop-up that this is not matching and do it first. So this was the first thing. So I can give it a number, maybe 1 in here. So this was the first step we did. All right, so now let's move to the second step. In the first step, what we did, we matched the headers, we matched the sequence of the columns, we remove extra rows, and we shifted the columns and removed the duplicates as well. Also, what we have done, we have extracted all the zip code and states so that we can use these in the next step. So the next step is either if this is the final data and you want to filter out the required tabs only, like the required zip codes, you can proceed with that. Or if you want to enter a new data, here you can see all of these. This is the second step if you want to add a new data, and this is the second step if you don't want to add any data. So I'll check this one first, and then I'll go to this one as a third one. So now what I'm going to do, let me open this and all right. So this is the second part where we are going to test the second option, where we want to upload the data and update the relevant sheets. So first of all, you need to select which category you want to push data in. So, okay, so the next option here, you can see which one should I, what should I do? So you can always jump in here and you can see, okay, this part you have already done. So the next step is upload a file and process. So you can click on this one. So if I'll click on this one, let's see what happens. So it's giving me a pop-up or an alert that please select the tab name in the selected cell. I'll click OK. Maybe I'll rename it to please select the tab name where you want to push the data in. So it highlighted. As you can see, if I'll click in here and I'll try to run the upload file, the click is here. And it's saying that the tab name should be present in the selected cell. If I'll click OK, it will take me, the system will automatically take me to that cell. So now you can see this cell has been selected, which is F4, F from the top and 4 from the row. So now this is the system is asking you to make a change in this one. So what I'm going to select, okay, I want to pull the data from the sheet into the optometrics. I'll select that sheet and I'll come back and click on this update or file upload. You can always click on this button as well. I have added the button here as well. So just select the tab and click on it. It's going to give you a pop-up where you might need to wait and select the choose file or click anywhere in this. I'll select the choose file And then as you can see, I have downloaded few files from your emails. I'll click on this business report, maybe double click or click open. So I'll double click on it and click on upload. I'll click on upload and I'll wait for a few seconds so that I can see some changes on the share sheet where I'm hovering my mouse. So here you will see some changes, some name of the file or the ID of the file will appear in here so that you can proceed. Okay, now the file is getting started and it's processing. And in meanwhile, while the file is processing, you will see some pop-ups at the bottom as well so that you can keep a record. Okay, the file is working. This all depends upon the size of the file. As you can see now, the text in the blue is there and the internet speed as well. So now I can close this window and I can wait for the operation to notify me that the file has completed. As you can see, initiated the upload process, processing the file upload. So what it's going to do, it's going to, in the back end, it's going to uh, take the Excel file which we uploaded, create a new Google Sheet out of that, and then it's going to match the uh, files with the criteria. And the criteria of the file is, as we agreed, that the name, business name, and the address will get combined to create a unique identifier and then pull the data, pull the relevant column. I'll show you shortly. So now see, you can see the system is giving me a pop-up that no unique. Okay, you can ignore the second one. So now you can see it's saying that okay, 9069 new entries uploaded, added to the Texas optometrist tab, which is selected at the top out of 9804. So there were 9804 entries in this file, which we uploaded, but there was only 9069. So 800, almost 800 were, or maybe 750 were duplicates, which were got excluded. So I'll click on OK. I'll say, okay, fine. Let's go to the optometrist tab and let's see what is happening in here. So if you remember, there were 918 entries, which you can see in here as well. Up to 918, there were name available, first name, last name, number, then everything is available. Whereas the data we pulled in from the business report is here below that tab, the row number 919, and it doesn't have everything. So you need to enter all of these naming, numbers, and other business email address and other things. So what we pulled in the business name, website URL, we pulled in the personal emails, address, and the phone numbers. These are the 5 columns which we got pulled in from the source tab. And let me show you the last entry. So the last entry is 9987. So 900 entries were already there, and so 9,000, almost 9,000 entries have been added in here. Let me show you the test. I don't know, I don't remember exactly for which one I downloaded the other file for. Let me quickly see that and come back. All right, so the other file I uploaded was for the medical space. Here also you can see this system initially showed you the file name which we uploaded and its ID. And if you want to see that file, I'll click on it. I'll hover my mouse on the Word file and click on business report. Let's see what happens. So it opened the file which we just uploaded in the optometrist. And here you can see the file we uploaded. And there were 90804 rows. So this is the file. Let me close this. Now it's showing me that on 23rd February, I can change the format of this to see the timing as well. Okay, so on 23rd February, we uploaded up data 9069 rows in this text optometrist tab. Now I want to push some data in the medical specs. So I'm going to select that tab and click upload data, upload the data and exclude the duplicates. So I'll click on it. It will again ask me for the input file. I'll click on choose file so that it can navigate me to my desktop where I can select the file, click open, upload the file, and wait for the changes. So here on the background, don't close it until you see the changes in the background. Again, depending on the size, you can see the text at the band. So it's all depending on the internet speed and the file size. Now I can close this and wait for the processing. So it's initiated the process. You can, if you will leave it open, not closing it, doesn't matter. So now it's saying that, okay, out of nine, and there were 1920, sorry, 1920 entries. Out of those 1831 entries are being uploaded in the medical space tab. I'll click on OK. And here you can see now I have the link for the next tab, which we just uploaded. So 900 and something entries. So you can see I'm saving the uploading files with the date, timestamp, and the tab it is pulling it into. And so that you can keep a record of those files as well. So now 1920 entries were there, and out of these 1800 got pushed into the medical space. Let's quickly see that too. Let's check which one has the last owner name. So this one has the last owner name available. So from here, the data got pulled in from the other tab, which are again business name, URL, email address, and the phone numbers. So you can see the data is getting successfully uploaded. You can have it tested on your, you can download the files and remember which file is for which one, and then upload that. And at the end, if I show you the folder where I got all the data here, you can see I have uploaded these two files multiple times. So the last two updated are these two. So I recently updated this for the data for the optometrist and the data for the Texas medical space, which we just did. And this one was earlier tested. All right, so I'll go. So this is the folder where you want to have your file saved. So this is the file, Texas new organized master file. This is the master file which is saved in here as a version 7 here you can see. And the newly uploaded files are converted into Google Sheet and saved in the same folder where the master file is lying. So you have to, if someone else is using this system, then you have to give the access for that folder where you will save your master file, so that anyone who's uploading the file, the Google Sheet can be saved in the within the same folder. If you will not allow the access to this folder, they won't be able to upload the file. All right, so this is done, and the other form. Let me go through the last step first, then I'll come back to some other points. So now, once we have uploaded the data, set the headers, reset the column sequence, extracted the zip code and the states, and cleared the data, uploaded new data in there. As we have uploaded the new data, we don't need to worry about the header sequence and header naming, because we haven't made any changes in those. And as the system has already checked that part, the duplicate part, there will not be any issue on that side as well. So now the last step is filtering the files based on the selected zips. So let me, maybe there are some data in here. Let me clear this, because earlier I was testing it. Let me see if there is any other data in this one as well. And I'll freeze all of these for the first row so that you can always see the headers. This one has no data in here. This one doesn't have any data in here as well. And I'll make the resulted column as blue as well. What I mean is this. I'll make all of these blue. Already blue. Already blue. Already blue, and rose. This one should be blue. Should be blue. Oh, I copied it wrong. It should be here. On the S column. On the S column. All right. So now what we can do, we can select so whatever the states available and zip code available, all can be seen in here. So if you will select the Texas or anything, like if I'll select VA, whatever the state name abbreviation is it is, you can see it will give me automatically the available option for that. On VA we have only one. Where is it? 232. So it should be somewhere here. Yeah. So VA. So we can try the FM. Let's see what happens. So if I select FM, the system automatically gives me the available zip code for that particular state we selected. And if I'll select maybe enter the wording T, I can type in here as well. So if I'll type in T, it will give me there are two available, TN or TX. So let me select the TN. So the system is going to check, okay, there is only one zip available for TN. And if I'll select the T and click on TX, so now it will give me all the available states for those Texas. So if now these are all available zip code for the Texas, but if you want to exclude any of these, we can always do that. All right. So you can go through in any of those and see, either if you want to delete, you can simply delete. If you want to uh, maybe remove any of these, simply click and delete any of these. Just delete, delete, delete if you want to exclude any of these. So this is how you can exclude. Again, if you want to include anything or everything again, so I'll select the Texas again. Sorry, I'll delete it first and then select the Texas again so that it can pull all back. So now we have all back again. So now so what I gave you the option is that you can select a state which is automatically coming in from this list. And as soon as you will select any of these will get fetched in. You can always select manually as well, or you can change. I don't know how you want to change it. Maybe there are some South Texas and North Texas. And if you want to exclude any of these, you can simply delete. So once this is done, we can always jump back to the menu. And here you can see the last option available, filter data by selected zips. And before doing this thing on all the tab, I'm going to show you this only on the one tab. If I want to apply this thing, the North Texas or South Texas only on one tab, but how I can do it? Maybe if I want to do it only for the medical specs. So I'm going to copy this, paste it as values in here and delete these. So now the only category will be evaluated is all Texas medical spas. I'll go back to this tab here. You can see there is no data available in here in the column S. I'll jump back and I'll select, okay, I want to. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to say that, okay, so these are the zip codes which I want to get filtered for this category, all these tabs. So the only tab available here is medical spas. So just to show you in the video, I'm going on that tab and clicking on this filter data by selected fields. It's going to go on the back end and do everything again, taking out the addresses, matching the zips, and if there are any available, those will get fetched and those will get extracted from column S, which is the blue header column. From S to AJ, you can have all the listed tabs according to your um, selected fields. Now, why I am doing this on the other column instead of replacing this on these columns automatically is because I don't know if you want to make a change. Okay, oh, I don't want to, maybe I forgot some, I want to add another. Okay, let me give you a quick demo for that. So for example, if I'll say, okay, I don't want any of these below 7. Let me keep minimum so that you can have a good idea. So, okay, so I'll say on the taxes, I want only the filtered result only for the zip code starting with the S750. Okay. So I'm going back and I'll select, okay, do the filtering for the 750 on these tabs. There is only one tab available. So I'll come back in here and let's see. So you can see all of these got deleted and we have left a very few. So we have left with 563. I don't know how many were there initially. So you can see the code is starting from 750, 750, 750, 750, 750. Any of these you will select. See, it's starting with 750. But now you decide, oh, no, I don't want to see the 750. I want to see 751. Then you can come back in here and select filter again with the selected zip. Let's go to the 750 here as well. The all medical class. You can see the data got deleted, it got cleared, and I need to scroll up so that I can see the next new available filtered things. So this is how you can do. But if I will replace the data within on these tabs, like on the other side, we will not be able to use it again. So this is the punchline. Now, for example, we have added some data on these tabs on this listing. We added some business report in this one. So you can always scroll down and see, okay, so these are the entries which are being pulled with the from the business report, which are relating to the 751, and I need to make the changes in. All right. So this is the last step, which we agreed that how you are going to do it. If I want to do it for all the tabs, what I can do, I can simply copy these tab names and put it in here. So I don't want to exclude all these tabs. I'll delete this. So I have added all the tabs in here. Let me show you the other tabs. You can see there is no result available, no results available, no results available in here as well. None of these tabs have any results. So I'm going to run the setup again and say, okay, I want to apply this 751 on all the tabs. Let's see what happens. Again, it's a very, very lengthy thing. I don't want to do it on the formula. Otherwise, this would have made the file very, very heavy. And yes, there are so many operations. So the video is long. So this will remain the same because this we have already done. So this one has got filtered with the 751. Let's see if this is 751 or not. Yes, these are all 751. Let's randomly check the dentist. Oh, sorry, no, this is not the one. The columns are on the other side. So we have no result for the 751 for the dentist. For physiotherapy, for this one, yes, we have results. For physiotherapy, we don't have any. Let's quickly check that because I haven't tested this part. So let me try. Okay, 751. Okay, we don't have any number available. Let's try 750. Yes, we have 750 available. No 751. So the results are correct. Um, let's check the dentist one as well. Dentist doesn't have any of the 751 as well. Let's quickly test that. 752, 751. No, doesn't have anyone. 750, yes, we have. 752, yes, we have, but don't have 751. So the results are fine. Let's quickly check this one. So this one, the dermatologists have only two available for 751. Okay, so now we have reached to the last step available, discussed and agreed. But I can see some improvement here as well. Now this part is extra, and I don't know how long it's going to take. So what I was thinking that maybe let me do it one more time. So I'll delete this access, give it a bit time so that it can update this column. Then again select the Texas. So now this is the whole Texas. You need to remove any of these south or north, or if you want to see south, you can obviously like delete the north ones. I don't know. If I think this is fulfilling the thing, you can make the changes. Once done, then you can click on the filter all the zips and let's see if dentists have anything now. Yeah, it would have because now we are selecting all the available for the access. So yes, we will have some results in here. So what I was thinking about is that it will show all the um, uploaded ones from the business report which doesn't have any information, and it will show the previous one as well. So once maybe you want to enter the data in here, and once everything is done, we can always copy the column from S to column AJ on the other data. So this will be our new data which will get transferred in here so that you can upload new data and that will get processed. So what I will I will add another module, maybe another step where you want to transfer the data from the results back to the green one. So from blue to green. And once we are transferring from blue to green, so what we are doing, we are filtering the zip code, filtering the data with the desired zip codes, making the changes in updating those, or maybe if you don't want to make the change in here, but you want to transfer on the other side, and then update the data accordingly. So what trying to say here is that you have uploaded the new file and you want to exclude all the unwanted zip codes, addresses, fields, and then paste it back in here so that you can update a new field. So I'm just adding a new step. So this is, I think this is that is the point. I'll add that point. So what it will do, it will copy all the data from the blue side to green side and clear the blue side, so that you can next time you can again filter it more, or maybe if you want to add more data to it, you can do that. So I think that is it. I have tried my level best to give you a better demo and show you all the information and all the process. Again, the videos got a bit lengthier, so I'll delete this part as well because I don't think so. Yeah, this is the first step, but I don't know which one is the second step. If you want to upload the data every time or not, or this is directly the second step. Um, I'll add a new step again. Yes, for the transferring of the data. But in that, you need to be very careful on that part, because once you will be transferring the data from the blue side to green side, like blue headers to green header, from S to A, J to A to AR, A to R, all of this data will get removed. Because if there are North Texas, South Texas, any of the other states are available which are here. Yes, we have obviously other than Texas. All of that data will get deleted. I hope this makes sense. And yep, that is it from my side. Please do let me know if you need anything. Again, I'll try to mention that it really took me like a lot of time in 2 days. This was not a task to be done within 2 days, but by the grace of Allah, I was able to manage that. So please do let me know if you need any further assistance. Looking forward for your response. Take care. Bye.